Hi everyone, I'm Bike Guru. Today I'll be showing you how to do a full bike grooming. So you will need to have several items here as well as behind me. So the first item you need is a bike degreaser. Next, a bike shampoo, a water displacer, as well as a general use lubricant. And to lubricate your chain, you'll need to use a chain lubricant. And a wax to make your bike look shiny. You will need to have a sponge, a scrubber to scrub away the dirty grime, a chain keeper to hold your chain while you take away your rear wheel, and a chain scrubber. Importantly, prepare 3 cloths. 1 to wipe your bike when you want to dry it. 2, a cloth that allows you to spray your lubricant onto the metal parts. 3, a cloth for you to polish your bicycle frame. I'm using the bicycle repair stand here. There are many types. Some is those that clamp onto your seat post. Some clamp onto your front fork, which I'll be using. This one here is the more general type that clamps onto your rear wheel. My bicycle, and of course you will need to have a water hose to help you to do the job easier. So now I'm going to take out my rear wheel and put on the chain keeper onto it. By the way, this bicycle has not been washed for 2 weeks already. So you can see that the chain is actually very dirty, and I just want to do a full bike groom, and at the same time show you guys how I'll be doing it. So without cleaning first, always remove the accessories on your bicycle, such as your bike computer, your lights, your saddle pouch, and your water bottles. Okay, put it somewhere so it will not be wet. So now I'm going to take out my rear wheel and then put this chain keeper to have my chain lying on it before I do the washing. Okay, so the wheel is out. Okay, then I'll be taking out my front wheel as well. I'll be mounting my bicycle to my repair stand. Okay, so now my bike has been mounted up. The next step is I'm going to use my hose and to wet the bike one time first. Okay, my wheels. So now I'll be pouring the degreaser solution into the chain scrubber device. Then I'll be putting it with the chain into it. And then I will backspin the chain. So you can see that once the chain runs through this chain scrubber device, you can see that the solution actually turns darker in color, and then you can see all the grime dripping out. You can also see from the floor that all the grime are dripping to the floor already. So this is the most efficient way, using the soluble version for the degreaser. See, now your chain is actually very clean. Okay, then I will undo this. So after I do the chain, right, you will need to use a brush to clean several other items. The first is a chain ring. For this bike, it has 2 chain rings. I'm going to do it. The next is the jockey wheels, as well as the cassette, as well as the hard to reach parts. You can use a degreaser to do it. Okay, I'll scrub. This process will take some time, but the end product of it, will make you a very happy cyclist because your bicycle will be fresh and new again. My front derailleur. My chain ring. Then I will shift my chain to the biggest chain ring so that I can scrub the inner chain ring. Your front derailleur area, rear derailleur, your brakes area, and then you will need to scrub your cassette. So I'll be scrubbing the cassette using the degreaser solution which I poured out. This is like brushing your teeth. You put effort to scrub your cassette, then everything will be very clean. Okay, so now I'm going to use my water hose to rinse off the degreaser that is on my bicycle. So you can see that once I rinse off from the cassette, you can see it's very shiny already. Looks like new. Okay, so after rinsing off the degreaser solution, you can find that your bicycle frame is actually quite oily. So it's always good to use the bike shampoo to go around all the parts of the bicycle. Then you will have your bicycle will be cleaner and you will feel much shook to cycle with. So this is how I'm going to do it. Head to toe. Our grips area. Our bicycle frame. Our drivetrain. Our fork. Your wheels. And then I will take a sponge to scrub it. So when I'm using a sponge to scrub my wheels, I'm actually doing it at the brake surface, the spokes, as well as the hubs area, which is here. Especially after a wet ride, you'll realize that actually the braking marks, you can see the black color stuff, is actually the residue here. So once you clean it off in this full bike grooming, then everything will be very clean already. Okay, so front wheel done, back wheel. Cassette area, let's give a quick swipe on it. Wheels done, put one side first, and then I'll be scrubbing my frame. Saddle, seat post, my cranks area, my fork, my brake pads, my heat tube, pedals, okay, so the next thing I'll be flushing away the bike shampoo. Water pressure, do not make it too high, if not it will seep into the bearings. Especially our chain area, this part, rinse off so that the soap do not stay there. Your grips area, okay, swap it around. Your brake hood, then your wheels, your tires are dirty, yeah, you can give a rinse as well. Remember just now I poured the solution into my chain scrubber too. Yeah, now I will be cleaning it. Next, I'll be going to wipe dry the bicycle. Take the cloth. You can see that with a tripod repair stand, it's easier because you can strip off the wheels and then clean the bike easier compared to having with the wheels on it. But this is for the more advanced option. For beginners, you can just do the basic one using with the wheels on it, using the rear wheel stand. So as you wipe, you'll realize that your bicycle becomes dry, but there are water still trapped in the bolts and the screws area. So that's where later I will be using the water displacer lubricant to eject out the water. So you can see that the cloth that I used to wipe my bicycle dry is the same cloth I'll use to dry the chain. But later I'll be using the new cloth with the water displacer lubricant onto it. My jockey wheel. Remember to dry your bottom bracket area. And my wheels. Reach out to the hubs area and dry it. And dry the tire as well. Alright, so the next step, I will be going to use the water displacer products on all the metal parts, excluding your braking surface your brake pads. All these, do not spray the water displacer lubricant onto it, else you will contaminate the surface. Starting from the saddle area, the seat post bolt, I quite like this WD-40 Easy Reach product because it allows me to reach the hard to reach places because of this straw. So you guys can try it. Okay. Then my brake area. Okay, your shifter areas, there are a few metal springs inside. Remember to lubricate it. Press the lever, run to the cables. Your brake caliper area is a bit delicate, so remember to spray at the correct parts. The back rear brake caliper. Now I'm working onto the front derailleur clamp. Okay, behind your pedal, there's the axle part. Your chain ring. Your jockey wheels. Okay, so now I'm going to use the water displacer into my chain. So at this junction, this bicycle frame actually has two cables running beneath the bottom bracket area. So I will spray some. Next will be my wheels. Wheels, be a bit careful, do not spray into the bearings area. So I'm spraying my skewer area. Spray a bit under the cloth. And wipe at the hubs area. spokes. Okay. Now for my rear wheel, I will spray a bit onto my cassette. You can see very mild one. Okay. Bit clean. So now I've wiped dry the bicycle. I have applied the water displacer lubricant onto the metal parts of the bicycle as well as to the chain. But the next thing I need to do is to use the chain lubricant because the water displacer lubricant will only stay in the chain for a short period of time and it will wear off very fast. So a chain lubricant is needed. There are two types. You have the dry version as well as the wet version. The dry version is for dry weather condition riding. The wet version is for the wet weather condition riding. I will be applying the dry lubricant onto each joint of the chain. Alright, So the final step now will be to polish the bicycle. So why I want to do it is because when you use a polish or wax over your bicycle, it actually creates a coating surface to protect the parts. Do you realize that the bicycle now looks a bit shiny? It's because of the wax and it smells good. Next will be the wheels. Next, I will be taking down the bicycle and then put back the wheels onto it, and then I'm good to go for cycling. Yep. I've come to the end of my full bike groom session. Remember, Safe riding is the #1 priority. I'm Bike Guru. See you in my next video. Help me to like my Facebook, follow my Instagram, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you in my next video.